ATL.GA Faithful, my people. I'm D. Douglas Carter, back on the scene doing my thing, and I just want to say I appreciate you and the work that you do. Now, this video right here, I'm going to break down some free agents that I think the Falcons could possibly be interested in signing. I'll kind of touch on what kind of contract I think they have, what kind of impact I think they'll have. But let me just give a disclaimer first off, right off the top of this video. I'm not saying the Falcons are going to sign all these players. I'm not saying that the Falcons should sign all these players. These are just some options that are available, okay? So I don't want you to be like, oh, we can't sign all these players. I'm not saying that. We might sign one or two. We might not sign any of them. It's just some available options that I like, okay? But I would love to hear y'all's feedback. First off, I'm going to start off with quarterbacks. I'm excluding Lamar Jackson, even though I keep seeing stuff about like rumors are heating up. If Lamar Jackson comes here, I mean, that's fine. I would rather build our team a different way, but I mean, I'm not going to be mad at Lamar Jackson coming here. If we get to the playoffs and do more than that, that's great. I think we can get to the playoffs with Ritter. That's my guy. I'm sticking with him. I'm rolling with him for right now. And that's how I want the team to go. I want us to build through the draft and through free agency, now that we got a little cap room. But I will start off with players that are already on our roster that I want to re-sign. If y'all see me looking to the side, I've just got little quick notes over here, so it's no big deal. So let's see. Isaiah Oliver. I think if he cuts a nice deal for us, I said we keep him and see what else he got, being another year healthy. Let's see. Who else we got? Caleb McGarry. I don't know if they're going to franchise tag him or what. I would like to keep McGarry, keep some continuity with this line. But if the price tag is too steep, then we're going to have to find a replacement. Like I said, I would like to keep him, though. Let's see. Lorenzo Carter, he's only 27. I think he's a good edge. I like Lorenzo Carter. I want to keep Lorenzo Carter. I want to keep a lot of the players that we have, but, we can't keep everybody. I do want Rashaan Evans as well. But those are just a couple names that I definitely want to retain on this team. After that, I'm going to go quarterback as like a veteran backup because we need one. Jacoby Brissett. He's 31, and I think he could come on like a friendly deal, you know what I'm saying? I think it was like around 5 per year or something like that, but who knows with the negotiations. That's a quarterback. Case Keenum, he's 35. He's a little older, but he's a solid veteran backup. Another name throw out there for like a fairly decent price. Moving on to cornerbacks. Cornerbacks, the guys that cover the wide receivers. What is it? There's another like sports talk, Falcons talk, or Falcons chat, or something like that. They just got some guys that really don't look like they know anything about football, but they put out their list of free agents that they would like to sign. And, it was all right, but they did have Cam Sutton on there, the corner from Pittsburgh. He's 28, and he's affordable, and I like Cam Sutton. So I actually like one of their picks at corner. There was talk about Patrick Peterson. I would love to get him on like a 1-2 year deal or something, because I think he's just asking for like 4 per year or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on how much he's going to command, but he is 32 years old. I want to keep Casey Hayward and hope he's healthy, but Patrick Peterson, I would be like, yeah, we could add him to the squad. So that's the corners. Running back, if we were to add another running back, Tony Pollard from the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if they're going to tag him. I don't know what they're going to do with him. But if he gets into free agency on the market, I think he would go great with Tyler Algier. And get it. We don't know what Caleb Huntley's going to do, how he's going to return, how his injury affected him. Tony Pollard, I like him. Another running back, maybe we could get in here, depending on what kind of deal he wants, is Jared McKinnon. He is 30, so he's a little older, but I've always liked Jared McKinnon. I think he brings some good versatility. Tony Pollard, he's only 25, so, I mean, if we could get him and add him and Algier, we'd be cooking in the backfield right there. We know we need a wide receiver, at least one good veteran addition, and it's not a lot out there. Juju Smith-Schuster, you know, he's 27, but I don't know if he's going to want too much for the kind of player that he is. He's a good player, but he's not, I don't know. I'm not going to say he's elite, but he's a good option, but I don't know about him. Mecole Hardman is really who I would like to get from the Chiefs. 25 years old. You know, he came out of that UGA, got top-end speed, could take the top off the defense, and I think he would fit well on our squad. Mecole Hardman. I would like to get him on our team. Another wide receiver that we could maybe go after, DJ Shark. He's with the Lions, and he has, I think, a lot of upside. I think he's a good, young, upcoming wide receiver. He's only 26, but I don't know how much he's going to command. If we're looking, he's on the higher end of wide receivers, maybe. I think in between that 11 to 15 per. So a little pricey for my blood, but I'm not a capologist, so I'm just going with it, y'all. Center. I would like a veteran center. I've been saying this guy, I think it's Garrett Bradbury out of the Vikings. He's 28, but the more I look into him, he might not be that great of a center. But I wouldn't be mad if we got him. He's fairly priced. But the other guy that I'm looking at is the center for the Cleveland Browns, Ethan Pocic. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's 28. He'd be a friendly deal, like a fair value that we could get. And I'm not saying he's Alex Mack, but taking a center from Cleveland worked for us before. I think we need a veteran center, and I would look to upgrade that position in free agency, and I think Ethan Pocic could help us. Defensive tackle. I know everybody wants Daron Payne, and you can get Daron Payne if you wanted to. He is going to command a money bag. He is going to, cost a good amount of money, but he could very well be worth it paired next to Grady Jarrett. You could go for a big name like that, or you could go to some other names that might not be the top level elite talent like that, but could still help us tremendously. So Dalvin Tomlinson, he's 29. He's a big boy, plays for the Vikings. I think his price range is a little bit more manageable than a Daron Payne. And then you got Hargrave from the Eagles. I don't know what type of contract he's going to be looking for. I think he's 29 or 30. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'll look it up and throw it up in the video, how old he is. But he could be an option. But on some like lower end options, I like Sheldon Rankins. He's 29. He's not going to cost that much. He plays for the Jets. He does have ties to the Aints, and the Falcons will probably bring in some former players from the Aints and get them over here and see what we could do with them, because, our general manager and our DC got ties to the Aints. So that's a name to look out for, Sheldon Rankins. I really like him. I think he could do good on our squad and bring some depth to our interior defensive pass rush on the cheap end. And then Smitty Smith Sports Machine, y'all know he touched on this guy, made a video about him. Larry Ogunjobi, he's 29 as well. He's playing in Pittsburgh. Now, you could get Sheldon Rankins and Ogunjobi, probably for less than you would have to pay Deron Payne. They're not the same player as Deron Payne, but, you know, 2 for 1. Anyway, and then 95 North Talk Show, Alberto, you know, and Smitty both brought up defensive tackle Onyemata from the Saints as well, the Aints, you know, and I wouldn't be mad if we got him, but he wouldn't be one of my first choices. Moving on to the edge position, free agents, I would really, really like to get Yannick Ngakoue. He's 28. He's not like massive. He's a little undersized, but he just produces, and I think he needs to get out of Indy. I think he needs to come to Atlanta. He's probably going to want a good bit of change, but I think we could make it work. Like I said before, I want to keep Lorenzo Carter, keep him on the squad. And then there's another player, Dwayne Smoot, for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's an edge. He's 27. He did have an Achilles injury, so he would be coming back from that. But it might help to lower what he's asking for, and we could get a steal because he has the size, and I think he's a really good edge rusher out there in Jacksonville. So watch Dwayne Smoot. That might be a name to check for. Safety position. Yeah, there's Jesse Bates out of Cincinnati. I'm not really wanting to pay him what I think he's going to command, but I wouldn't be mad if we got him. Who I really want, another guy with Aints ties, is CGJ, Gardner Johnson. He's only 26. If y'all see the lick he put on Pacheco or whatever in the Super Bowl, and I mean, I just think he would add some fire to our team. And his deal might be a little bit on the pricey end, but I think we could still get him and work with him. Another name, some of y'all might want to be like, no, I can't believe you said it, but Keanu Neal is out there. He's only 28 still. He's a thumper. He could provide some, you know, depth, not best in coverage, but I mean, I wouldn't hate getting Keanu Neal back on the squad. Some of y'all might just kill me for saying that, but I mean, he was an enforcer. Anyway, those are the free agents that I got. Man, I was trying to make this video shorter. I'm coming up on 13 minutes, but those are the free agents that I like, and I think the Falcons might sign. We signed some of them, bolster our team up that way, and then nail this draft. And I'm telling you, the Atlanta Falcons are in the playoffs 2023, winning the NFC South and taking our division back. Anyway, I'm going to end this video like I end all my videos. Thank God works, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your night or day. 1.